Hi there, sign of Taurus. This is Kim with your next 48 hour. Let's get a good reading, please. Let's have a good reading. Next 48 hour, I hope you're doing really good. Asking your spirit team and your angels to join. I also have private readings available. If you are interested in getting one, please contact me through the email in the description box, and I will usually get that done right away. Usually. It can take a little bit, but usually. So, Taurus. Okay. And this is the Moon Oracle. I'll probably use the guidebook for this deck. We're just doing something a little bit different. They've been interesting readings. Impulse. Opposite of Aquarius's. Their recommendation was not to take a risk. Yours is starting out with impulse. And it's a fire energy. Okay. The moon phase that's that it's representing is the one that's highlighted right there. So entering Aquarius season with a lot of energy, pent-up energy. Volcano. Okay. What else? Oh, Cancer got that. Cancer got that exact card. Oh, wow. You have a 5 with the wheel. Nice. It's wanting some good messages. Let's do one more. One or two more. One, if I can just get one, that would be good. And Isis has been coming out for like 3 different signs. Isis came out. Opposition on the bottom of the deck, which you know what opposition means. It's actually defeating opposition in the book. I'm going to leave it like that because I want to read that. That's a really good a good message. So the Moon Oracle here. Okay, crescent waxing fire moon. Fire moon. And it's number 1. So, of course, associated with starting off. Also, maybe leadership. Maybe leadership. It is, okay, it says it's hot-blooded. There is a can't-wait quality to this period that urges everyone to jump into exciting action here. It says during this period, you might have a keen desire to take charge of a project or lead the way in action. You're also keen in making sure everyone knows what you're doing and appreciates you for doing it. This is a time where the vision is there and it's like, what are you waiting for? Nice. Nice energy. And then you've got Mansion 1 Volcano. It is in Aries, ruled by Mars and the Sun. Ooh, and we already have some influence on that anyway. It says to conserve and build up your resources. But to me, it reminds me of a person that's getting ready to do a sprint or to go running. I mean, it feels like a lot of pent up energy. So it represents a period of inactivity in which there will be an accumulation of energy that later could erupt. Doesn't have to be bad. Like, it can be a good, like, because with it paired with this impulse, it's like a big dose of creativity or brainstorming some kind of great new idea. Might get things going, especially since you have the wheel. Nice. Good networking. Good fortune, good networking. You have the ability to make really good connections right now and work with others to keep something rolling, to keep an enterprise rolling. It was considered a good time for the instruction of scholars and a favorable time for development of talents and air aptitudes. And then Isis. Isis is an interesting, she's kind of the one that does everything, a little of everything, can play both female and male part. That's kind of what the Isis, like I think of Isis as. maybe Leo too. It might be a Leo also. Let's see. Yeah, it's the red goddess, Leo, fire. Okay. Getting the rewards you deserve. She has great magical powers, and she was the only goddess that I know of that has been able to talk about or discover the name Ra, which is like the god, the secret name of Ra, which is like, I think it's talking about the law of one. I don't know why it even mentions that, but it does. So I remember it. This is with being honest and determined is going to get you everything that you want. It represents leading the way to a solution to the matter in question. And then, awesome, I have a really good sign for 6, opposition, and it's in fire. It is really, yeah. It says, you may be faced with conflicting paths, neither of which is obviously correct, but there's a tendency here to force issues and make things happen if it doesn't fall into place for you. You've worked hard to maintain position, respect, and reputation during this time. You are unable to rely on past successes. So now you must go in the direction required to achieve your goals. There's a sense of taking 2 paces forward and then 1 back. I don't know what that means. But anyway, so that's a good sign. So we're going to pull some tea leaves for it too. Sorry, get a sip of coffee. Crescent, waxing, fire, moon. We have sunrise, new creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. Leo, Aries, Sag too. Also, basket, which is kind of what I was feeling for that. Almost like the 6 of Wands. Recognition, reward for merit. Basket. Recognition, reward for merit. Tell us about the volcano. Bowl, plenty of material things. Maybe it's talking about keep saving money too, conserving. And then bird flying, news is on the way. Tell me about the wheel, about this networking here. Nice. Carriage, a journey, either physical or mental. I also have happiness with the flowers. Happiness. Tell me about Isis then. Tell me about Isis. Concern with sexual matters with the rabbit. And I have heart, love, deep affection, and caring. I'm going to do 2 more. I just felt like it. So there's ink pot, problems to be resolved. And then mule, someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. Or unwilling to change. I don't know. So these are maybe the issues with all of this. So, oh. Then 1. Ugh, okay, so we're going to just go on. Tell me about what the impulse to do is to fix the situation, to revisit or go back with the 8 of Cups. It could be an impulse to leave a situation and then you're like, no, I'll stick with it. Something like that. Or like I said, revisiting a situation or somebody coming back, something like that. Seeing things clearly now with the 7 of Cups in reverse. Feeling like you can see what options you have and maybe have narrowed it down or have picked something. Tell me about the volcano. And then I see that number 15 right up here, right? The 5 of Swords, opposition, conflict, but it's a good thing though. No, it's not always. Maybe it's feeling internally conflicted regarding something. Maybe lost confidence in somebody. Maybe that's an issue. because of a mistake or something that hasn't changed. No movement. Conflicted on how to have movement. And then interesting, we have the wheels, very much so. You can see them. And these things, these wheels are usually turning, you know, for your favor. It's usually indicating good fortune coming. So tell me about this. And it might be indicating traveling. Yeah. Whatever it is, it's going to bring a complete change and transformation with the metamorphosis, the death card. Major change and transformation. And it might be talking about the journey. So what else? About problems to be resolved. Oh, well. So when you have like a temporary worry regarding financial issues or health issues, I feel like that's pulling you out of that energy. And so I think those are the problems to be resolved. Just something that has an all-inclusive answer to it. So it's not just about making things better for you, but it's about making things better for everyone around. And there might be some kind of, to you, some kind of opposition in the way of whatever this is, of how you're feeling. Tell me about Rabbit with Isis. Also, Isis is the goddess of fertility issues and motherhood and things like that. And so therefore, you know, you could have it, with the sexual matters, the rabbit could be representing fertility. And so maybe so you also have the Page of Wands, which is the good news card. Whatever it is, it's something that addresses this worry or concern that maybe you feel like an urge to do something quick about or to resolve. But hang in there, because we have good news coming in with the Page of Wands. A really excellent reading, guys. Like I said, if you want a private reading or something a little bit more tailored just to your energy, then contact me throughout the description box. There should be an email there. So let's get advice. Advice for whatever it is that you're going through or emotionally kind of attached to at the moment. Advice not to take huge risks at this time. With the Queen of Wands in reverse. Especially anything that could risk you seeing a situation for what it is, or too much emotion that could kind of cloud a vision. Just being careful with that. And then there's truth and clarity, the victory with the Ace of Swords. What do you do with this information? You make it help you have a victory. And then the World is a completion. It is almost like winning the race here too. And like I said, that kind of looks like a race. I don't know. So there's a completion. There's a winning. There's a victory. Again, there is something that's saying don't take too much of a risk, but recognition, reward for merit, even though the impulse might be there. All right, so let's pull from the Guardian Angel reading deck and wrap up your reading. Angel of Clarity. Angel of Clarity, which might be what that Ace of Swords is guiding you about. Number 5, Angel of Clarity. And then 12, Angel of Faith. And on the bottom, Angel of Power. That's interesting. Angel of Faith, Angel of Power. That's what I got for you, Tauruses. Sending you light and love. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.